Do not release the dog with his hands up. Don't. Get the dog off of it! Get the dog off of it!
This reckless officer released a dog despite direct orders from his superior not to. He was immediately held accountable, and today we will go through more cases where corrupt pigs were put in their place by higher authorities.
Okay, I'm coming to a stop.
Get out of the truck!
You just pull back out. We're heading northbound, 23. 1959 Jackson. I'll have traffic. We're northbound, right lane. He rolled the window down, looked at us, rolled it back up. We're northbound 48 miles an hour, passing Moore Road in Ross County.
Backup was called, and ultimately, the driver was later identified, 23-year-old Jadarius Rose. He stopped and exited the vehicle with his hands raised.
That's a dog! Come to me! You don't want bit! On the ground, you're gonna get bit!
Despite not stopping earlier, Rose had now given up the chase, stood between multiple cops directing a weapon at him. However, shockingly, a canine officer did the unthinkable.
Come to me, man!
Do not let them, don't release the dog. Do not release the dog with his hands up. Do not release the dog with his hands up. Do not release the dog with his hands up. Don't. Do not. Get the dog off of it. Get the dog off of it.
Get the dog! Get out the dog! Watch the cab! Watch the
Get the dog off.
Get your dog! Get it out!
Despite officers urging him to hold back, Officer Ryan Speakman released his canine, allowing it to maul the poor suspect who was unarmed and posed no threat.
I
got squad.
Don't get a call now. Our units are clearing the vehicle now.
Put your hand back. Give me your hand. Give me your hand. Get the first aid.
Yeah, first EMS.
What? Yes, clear that.
Even the officers on the scene were left stunned. Poor Rose later claimed that the only reason he fled was because he got nervous and afraid of the police officers chasing him with their guns drawn. It is alarming how some cops fail to de-escalate situations.
Yeah. Was that not loud enough?
You said it 3-4 miles a time.
All you have to do is come to me, Bob.
But then we have the front steer tire on the rims. 32 right lane.
They have one en route.
County is already dispatched.
Bro, don't touch my left arm, bro. You just let the dog bite me. Why would you touch my left arm?
Rose was in agony as officers provided first aid. It was a clear example of the contrast between good and bad officers within the department. Instead of offering an apology or worrying about the suspect, Officer Ryan made his way out of the scene. Tyrants like him are the reason that cities face massive lawsuits.
No, why you keep bending my arm?
We're trying to get it wrapped.
We're wrapping it up. We're not trying to hurt you.
Here. There's a pad.
Okay.
Don't even touch it while I got handcuffs on. Y'all just making it worse.
Man,
And you still leaning on me like you pinning me down. I got cuffs on.
nobody is on you.
Yes, you are. Look, you're grabbing my shorts.
We're trying to wrap you up.
I don't need it wrapped up right now.
Right. 23, you call me.
I have handcuffs on. What am I doing to you?
You could kick somebody. I don't want you to
I'm
kick
gonna kick.
anybody.
I'm not gonna kick nobody. I just got bit by a dog.
I understand that.
Man, you
Calm
don't
down.
understand. You don't understand. Did you get bit by a dog? Stop squeezing me.
Nobody, buddy. Nobody's trying to hurt you.
Shit, you just let a dog bite me.
All you had to do is come to me.
I was coming, all the guns pointing at me. How you expect me to respect you? You got a gun pointing at me. It's like 20 of y'all.
All you had to do was stop, brother.
You can feel how every officer felt shameful after this disgusting act and were on the scene taking care of the poor victim, till medical professionals arrived and then escorted Rose to the hospital.
You want to stand up on your feet or you want to sit on your butt? EMS is
I don't know what you're gonna let me do.
I'm gonna let you either sit or stand. As long as you ain't gonna do nothing stupid.
How I'm gonna do something stupid
Just
with him.
have him set up, Tyler.
And you still
Let him set up.
Shit, it's too late for that. And you still squeezing me.
I know.
You still squeezing. Let it go. Don't put pressure on me.
You have to have pressure.
Don't know. Let it be.
Just go ahead and let it. You're good.
Why are you still touching me?
What's that?
Why are you still touching me?
Because you are under arrest.
Yeah, I have handcuffs on.
Understand?
All right, so you can stop touching me and tell me what I need to do.
Did I not say phone a warning? You're getting out of the door.
Next available rollback. Left front tire on the truck is deflated. Brake.
65 calling new exit should already be around. Go ahead.
Okay, no further.
Okay.
Still need the truck RP.
Give him a time.
Go ahead with it.
Tourniquet time.
Rose was then treated for his injuries before he was taken to the police station and charged with failure to comply. He bonded out shortly after and filed a complaint against Officer Ryan, triggering an internal investigation that led to his swift firing. Now, this officer got the ending that he deserved, but this entitled officer was humbled and owned even worse.
You're getting a taser. Back up. Taser right now if you don't get out.
On November 16, 2016, multiple people complained about a truck swerving across lanes and almost hitting other cars. As a result, 2 deputies arrived on the scene and pulled over the driver.
Can I see your license, registration, proof of insurance? You got your ID? Department ID? And your driver's license. Reason why I'm stopping you is we got multiple reckless driving calls about you. Okay? And then when I'm following you, you're hitting the shoulder of the road. You been drinking? How many? Okay. Where are you reaching in the back for? I seen you reaching in the back. You have an open container back there? Okay, you been drinking on the way here?
The individual seemed to be in a rough state, and he admitted to having an open container in the back of the car. But as the deputies investigated further, they uncovered a shocking revelation.
You got your registration, proof of insurance? Do you have a firearm on you? Okay. Do you got your pistol? Are you a corrections officer or just deputy? Lieutenant? Okay. Alright, just attack it right back to you. Brian, I'm going to have you step out of the car. I'm going to do some field sobriety test for you. Okay? Where are you going to camp?
Huh?
Where are you going to camp?
Mulkey, Michigan.
Where?
Mulkey.
Mulkey, Michigan? Where's that? Just around. It's Hillman right around the corner.
No.
Hawks?
Huh? No, past Hawks.
I have no clue where that's at. Okay. Well, I'm going to ask you to step out of the vehicle. What would you like me to do?
Just make a call.
I can't. I had multiple phone calls. You'd be in the same situation if I was in the vehicle in your county, correct?
The driver was none other than Washtenaw County Lieutenant Brian Filipiak. All Brian had to do was submit to a field sobriety test, but the entitled cop went on a desperate rant.
I get behind you. You hit the shoulder of the road twice.
All right, just let me stay here. Okay?
You can't. I'm going to ask you nicely to step out of this vehicle. Brian, my hands are tied. If I let you go, I'm going to lose my career over you. You don't think I wouldn't?
No.
This is Northern Michigan. We were a small department. Okay, I'm going to ask you nicely to step out of the vehicle. You know I have my job to do. You know that.
Yeah, I just want you to...
And I understand your point, your position. Okay, I'm trying to be as cooperative and nice to you as I can. So, please step out of the vehicle for me. You know how this works.
I know.
Okay? So I'm asking you nicely.
I know you are, but just let me go.
I can't let you go. We're way past that point.
It is crazy to see how a lieutenant demands extra protocol from the officers, exposing how these tyrants despise accountability. Stay tuned as the confrontation only gets more bizarre.
You know this.
No, I don't.
You're a lieutenant. You know how this works.
Yeah, I do.
You would tell one of your deputies if they called you right on the side of the road.
No,
And they asked you what to do. So, if one of your deputies is in the position as I am right now, calling you as a lieutenant, Lieutenant, this is what I got. What should I do? You're just going to say let him go?
At this point, yes.
Why?
Why?
Just because. You're intoxicated. I know it. You both put alcohol in the vehicle that you stabbed in the back. I know it. You know it. I'm not losing my career over you.
You don't have to.
This will make me lose my career
No,
over you.
it won't.
So I'm going to ask you one more time. Step out of this vehicle nicely for me.
Just let me go.
Deputy Morrison remained patient and respectful, giving him multiple chances. An ordinary citizen in this situation would likely have been yanked out of the car or tased.
I'm being nice to you.
No.
Ellis.
Well,
Any other person you would have drug out of this vehicle, correct?
No.
That's refusing to step out of this vehicle.
No, not where I
Where you work, Washtenaw County will not do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I'm being decent, not yanking you out of this vehicle yet.
No.
I don't want to yank you out of this vehicle.
No, just let me go. All right?
I can't. We're done with that.
No. We can't.
No.
No.
My bosses already know.
That's fine.
That's not fine. Step out of this vehicle right now.
Just let me go. Be a good guy.
I am being a good guy. Brian, out of this vehicle. I'm asking you nicely. I don't want to see anything worse happen. Okay?
No, just let me go.
Brian.
I will go sleep in the bushes.
You know, the next thing, I'm going to go hands-on with you.
No,
and you're going to go to jail for R&O. You want that?
No, I don't want that.
Out of this vehicle right now.
It is sheer torture to argue with a drunk, and especially when it is an entitled police officer who believes he has the authority to do anything he wishes. However, Deputy Morrison was losing his patience.
If I have to pull you out of this truck right here, right now, it's going to be a big issue.
No, I don't want you to pull me, Chuck. So, just...
17 from 22, start heading this way as well.
Okay, I
Out.
will pull over.
You're out. No, Brian, we're out.
No.
Step out of this vehicle. If I yank you out,
No, don't.
you're going to have an R&O charge.
No,
You don't want this. Come on.
No.
I'm being very cooperative with you. Nice to you.
No, you're not. Because if
My
you
hands
were-
are tied.
No.
I cannot let
I
someone
would just go
go
over
drunk.
and sleep it off. That's all I ask.
We're
Okay. I
out.
will pull over.
You're
and
out.
just
No,
rest.
Brian, we're out.
No.
Step out of this vehicle. If I yank you out,
No, don't.
you're going to have an R&O charge.
No,
You don't want this. Come on.
No.
I'm being very cooperative with you. Nice to you.
No, you're not. Because if
My
you
hands
were-
are tied.
No.
I cannot
would just-
let
I would
someone
just go
go
over
drunk.
and sleep it off. That's all I ask.
We're way past that point, Brian.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
I had multiple 911 calls.
No, that's why I'm saying. I will.
You wouldn't have stopped without me lighting you up.
stopped before you.
You wouldn't have stopped.
I stopped before you.
Yes, you did. You wouldn't have I didn't get behind you.
Oh my gosh. How would I? Okay. Just let
You
me-
know intoxication.
In this desperate situation, it appears that this officer has been let go plenty of times from compromising situations like this one. But with another officer arriving on the scene, things were about to get a lot more serious.
Just let me stop over and call it, okay?
I can't.
Do me a favor.
I can't.
Oh my God.
I'm not losing my career over you.
And I'm not losing my career either, so.
So, you doing exactly what you're doing is not helping your career out.
No, it's not. Well, no, just let me go over.
I can't. We're done. Out of this vehicle now. I'm getting done with you.
All right. What's your name again?
Deputy Morrison.
Morrison.
Zach Morrison.
Just let me.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
You think I want to do this? Arrest a fellow cop?
Yes, I think you do.
Why?
I don't know. Just
I
let me
know
go
this
over.
career. I know what you go through every day.
No, just let me go over.
Why do you think I want to arrest a cop? We're not above the law.
I don't know. 'Cause
Okay.
I've had. You want to talk? We could talk forever,
Yes, we can.
but so just.
And
let
we're
me-
at the point, Ryan, you have to step out of this vehicle now. If I have to yank you out with this
No,
DNR
no,
officer,
let me-
you are going to go to jail for R&O,
No, I'm not.
along with other charges.
Brian was extremely inebriated and couldn't even make sense of what he said. Thanks to body cams, no special treatment was given, and Deputy Morrison ensured he was held accountable like anyone else.
Just let me stop over and call it, okay?
I can't.
Do me a favor.
I can't.
Oh my God.
I'm not losing my career over you.
And I'm not losing my career either, so.
So, you doing exactly what you're doing is not helping your career out.
No, it's not. Well, no, just let me go over.
I can't. We're done. Out of this vehicle now. I'm getting done with you.
All right. What's your name again?
Deputy Morrison.
Morrison.
Zach Morrison.
Just let me.
Last
come
time,
on.
step out of this vehicle peacefully with me. Be a man about it.
All right, so can we be a?
Step out peacefully.
No.
Be a man about it.
All right.
And let's deal with the consequences.
So.
With the second officer's arrival, they decided that enough was enough and proceeded to escort Brian out of the vehicle physically.
Out of this vehicle now.
No, be
out of this vehicle
no,
now.
don't touch.
Brian, out of this vehicle now.
Don't touch me.
Let's step out.
No.
You know this. Out of this vehicle.
No.
Out of this vehicle. You are
No.
resisting an officer. You
No,
know
I'm
this.
not. Just think about it.
I'm thinking about it. I'm not losing my career over you. Out of
No,
this
I'm not
vehicle.
gonna leave it either.
Quit
So
pulling
I
away.
will go and pull over.
Quit.
No, hold on. I will go pull over and.
No, we're out of the vehicle
No,
now.
no. Listen to me.
Get
No,
out of this
I
vehicle.
just, hey guys.
Step out to the back and talk.
No.
Man up.
Because you guys won't.
How are we not?
Because if I pull over and sleep it off, you guys will be good.
Out.
Fine.
Out.
No, just.
Ryan, you know how this works.
I can.
Then get out.
No, just go sleep it
Not
off.
happening.
Come on, stop
Do you
doing
think we want to do this? No.
Then let me just pull off. and-
Our hands are tied.
Brian's entitlement only increased with time and he kept making poor decisions. Finally, the officers drew a taser, forcing the drunk, corrupt cop to comply.
Out.
No.
We just have to. Out.
Brian, go. Come on.
No, hold on, guys.
Brian.
One more time.
Step out of the vehicle.
No, one more time.
Step
okay?
out
You're
of the
going to
vehicle.
get a fucking taser.
No, one more
out of the
time.
vehicle.
Can we talk about it?
Step out of the vehicle.
17, step it up.
Can we talk about it? Guys.
Step out of the vehicle!
You're getting a taser. Back up. Taser right now if you don't get out. Out. Right now. Go to the front of my car.
The drunk cop couldn't even walk a straight line, and it is shocking to realize how he was driving his truck just a few moments ago. Now, if these officers hadn't stopped him, he could have caused the tragic accident.
I don't.
I'm patting you down. Turn around. You're going to do field sobriety test for me.
No, just let me pull.
Brian, we're done with this.
Hold on.
Talk to me. Yes or no? Are you doing field sobriety tests?
All right. So if this was the other situation. What would you do?
I'm in a horrible situation.
I know. Just let me.
If I was drunk in your position and
I'm
you
not
pulled me over, I'd feel horrible. But I'm not going to resist.
I didn't resist.
We forcefully out to
Yeah, I
you out of this
was trying
vehicle.
to make a deal.
Okay,
Just-
you're going to do a field sobriety test for me.
I don't know.
It's a yes or no question.
It's not. sleep it off.
No.
Okay?
Are you
I
gonna
will
do,
just...
Brian? Are you gonna do a field sobriety test? Yes or no?
Now, this was getting embarrassing, and we have to commend Deputy Morrison for handling a sickening rant like this one. Brian refused to comply with the sobriety test, he just needed to be cuffed.
Brian, are you
No,
doing
you
field?
have to.
No. Are you doing field sobriety tests?
No, you have to.
Are you doing field sobriety tests for me?
I think he's on my side, but...
Well, it doesn't matter at this moment. Yes or no? Are you gonna do a field sobriety test? Walk the line, one-legged stands. You know the routine.
No, stop. Just let me...
We're done.
No, just let me do it.
Okay. Yes or no? We're gonna do field
No,
sobriety.
no, just let me... Oh my gosh.
I take that as a no.
I'm on your side.
You're on my side, then do the sobriety test. It's a
No,
yes.
I'm not on your side. If you're on my side, you'd let me just go.
I'm doing my job, you know that.
The lieutenant thought that he was above the law and continued to make a mess of the situation. When deputies finally moved to arrest him, he resisted even more.
If you're not going to do field sobriety test, turn around, place your hands on your back, you're under arrest.
No, I'm not.
You are under arrest.
No,
You
don't.
are under arrest. Don't resist, Brian.
No,
Come on.
Come on. Okay, stop.
You're
Stop.
under. You're not.
No,
gonna do-
I'm not resisting, but don't. Let's stop.
You're
Let's talk
tensed
about. Let's talk about it. Okay.
We've talked.
No.
You're under arrest.
No,
Place your
let's-
hands behind your back.
No.
Don't make it even worse.
No, I'm not. Let's talk about it. Let's just.
No. Stop. I don't want to put you on the ground.
No.
I don't want to
want
make
you
this
to.
worse.
All right, I will just sleep it off.
You're.
Dude.
Stop it right now. You know.
Stop tensing up, man.
Stop it. You are getting handcuffs on because you're fighting us the entire time.
I want to talk to you guys.
Just when it seemed that the cuffs might knock some sense into the lieutenant, he took things to an even more shocking level.
You wouldn't cooperate. Any point of this?
What's that?
You. Why wouldn't you not cooperate?
Well, I tried.
Okay, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law.
A cop-to-cop deal. The lieutenant's desperation was humiliating, and his job was clearly on the line. But the embarrassment wasn't over yet. You just cannot argue with a drunk. And finally, the deputies did what they should have done minutes before.
Brian,
No, just think about it.
I'm done.
No.
In my car. In my car. Get in there. Crawl in. I don't care.
We need
You're
to talk
sitting down. You're sitting down in my car.
Let's talk about it, buddy.
Sit down and we'll talk.
No, we won't.
Okay, then sit down and we won't talk, regardless of anything. Sit down.
Have a seat.
Stop.
Have a seat. Watch your head. In my car.
No, stop. I'm not gonna fight.
I just grab his shoulder and start pulling him. Brian, please don't kick me. That's all I'm going to ask.
No, no.
Bring your foot in and sit upright.
Moving on, this disgraceful cop went so far that even his fellow officer was shocked and had to put him in his place. Cops often cover for each other's mistakes, but these corrupt officers took it to another level. Their actions were so outrageous that their own superiors stepped in, shutting them down on the spot. Miami police officer Miguel Hernandez saw a woman throw a cigarette into his police cruiser. Instead of handling the situation professionally, he aggressively confronted her along with his partner.
Come here. You're gonna go back to my car and you're gonna clean that or you're gonna go to jail. Get up! Now you piss me off! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up!
What's your warrant for arrest?
Get up!
Where's your warrant for arrest?
Okay, you're gonna go back to my car.
I need to see your warrant.
You're gonna go back to my car and you're gonna clean it. Pablo,
How old are you? I'm 20 years old.
You're 20. You got gloves on? She got a cigarette and she went to my car.
My rights to sit right
Okay.
here.
She
I'm
got
waiting for my Uber
Okay.
and he's doing this to me.
That's right. You're gonna go back to my car. You're gonna go back to my car. You're gonna clean that.
Let me ask you a question. From what
You got extra gloves on?
I'm pregnant and he's bothering me.
Okay, you're gonna go back to my car. You're gonna clean what you did. Get up.
Clean what?
The cigarette that you broke. Let's go.
Oh my God.
The The officer took the incident personally, turning a minor issue into a power trip. The woman, later identified as Julissa Burgos, was about to face the wrath of two egotistical police officers.
Stop! Don't touch me!
Get up!
Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
Get up!
Walk by myself! Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
Get up! Get up!
Touch me!
Get up there.
Get up! You're gonna go to my car, you do that right now. Get up!
Touch my stuff, bro. You're not allowed to do that.
Get up!
On you.
Get up!
The police on you.
No,
You're not
you
allowed to do
can't.
this. I can't.
Get up!
Lawyer, I know.
Get up
I'm a
and clean
civil rights
it.
lawyer.
Now try up and do that. Clean that. Get up and clean that from my car. Now. You're gonna go and clean that from my car. You're gonna go and clean that from my car. Let's go. Let's go. You're gonna go back to my car and clean that. Let's go. You know what? You're gonna go to jail so fast it's gonna be incredible. Come here.
For what?
For vandalizing.
Don't touch me.
Get to the car. Get to the car and pick that up.
You want to go to jail for vandalizing?
Go to the bar and clean it. Let's go.
Do you really? No, let's talk about that.
You know.
You want to go to jail for vandalizing?
Oh, wow. That thing,
That's
how
right.
tiny are your
You're
balls
gonna
right
clean
now?
it. You're gonna clean it. Let's go.
Yeah, no, you do care.
Let's go.
Oh,
Clean
don't
it.
touch me.
The officers then started to use force on her, and despite her cries of being pregnant, they kept on physically assaulting her, eventually slamming her face first on the ground.
Let go.
Clean it.
Ma'am, are you
Let
going
me.
to resist me?
Yes, because you're arresting for no reason. Get away from me.
You going to resist me?
Help me. Oh, get away from me.
Clean it.
Get away from me.
Clean it. Go. Clean it.
Relax.
Clean it. Let's go.
Sit down. Relax.
You're gonna clean it. Let's go.
Sit for me right now. Come here.
Help me.
I need you to sit down and you relax. Sit. Sit. That's it.
Help me. Help me.
Are you gonna go?
Oh, get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. Help me. Help me. I'm pregnant. Help me.
I understand you're pregnant, but stop resisting.
Sit, bro.
Resisting. Jesus Christ.
The police brutality continued, and several people had now started to come over to see what was going on. The officers eventually cuffed her and forced her into the police cruiser.
I'm not breaking.
Go. Vandalizing my car.
You're a terrible person, man. Give me a second to get my stuff.
Yeah, you're real pregnant.
Julissa continued to resist, but what Officer Hernandez did next left everyone in shock. Even his partner cop couldn't believe his eyes.
Hey, go back, take it back.
Yeah, well, shelter caution right now.
What's wrong with her, bro? What's your social? Hey, calm down. Calm down. Calm down. You're not gonna die. Don't break my car. I know.
I'm apologizing. You're
What did you do my car? Don't spit on my thing. Don't spit on my thing.
What the hell did you do?
She's wearing my face, man.
The incident led everyone around the scene to scream and curse at Officer Hernandez, who had just knocked the pregnant woman unconscious.
7317, mommy, have fire rescue.
But you didn't have to do it.
Just spit in my
Just close the door. You should have called her right when she was there. 7318, have fire rescue squad, please.
The woman was taken to the hospital where she recovered. A few weeks later, she filed a complaint against Officer Hernandez, triggering an internal investigation. As a result, he resigned from his position, but she didn't stop there. She filed a lawsuit against both the officer and the city. The case is ongoing, and we hope that she gets the justice she deserves. Now, while this officer faced consequences, the next corrupt sheriff took corruption to a whole new level.
You do it as sheriff?
Of course.
Hands on.
Hands on, brother. That's the only way to go.
Yeah.
Hard charging.
Yeah. Huh?
That's what you advertise to bring.
Yeah. That's a lot of wax.
That's fun.
On December 3rd, 2022, Crawford County police officers pulled over Johnson County Sheriff James Stevens for speeding. However, as they approached his vehicle, it became clear this was more than just a routine traffic stop.
Hello, sir.
What's up, boys?
Hey, I'm Trooper Price, State Police. Where's our stop? You coming in at the flashing lights there? You were speeding just a little bit.
My flashing lights?
There used to be flashing lights. It's a 71 and 282.
How fast are you going?
You're going 50 and 45. Not that big of a deal.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Yeah, not bad. Do you have your license on you?
Yeah, I do.
You got your registration and insurance. Is this your car?
Well, it's the county's.
The county's?
Yeah. I've been the sheriff for the last 4 years.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys, you're going to have to bear with me. I know we just got the insurance a couple of minutes ago.
He wasn't actually stopped for going 50 in a 45-mile-per-hour zone. The FBI had been tracking Stevens as part of a corruption and narcotics investigation. It turned out he was in Crawford County for exactly that. Another shady deal.
What are you doing up here in Crawford County?
Well, I went to visit a CI.
Visit who?
A CI just north of town. Delivered some bags of goodies up there.
What did you deliver to him?
Well, his wife. Let me pop the truck and I'll show you. There's some goods at the co-op deal we did.
Yeah.
Where it's giving out to needy families and stuff like that.
Hey, if you don't,
good deal.
Hey, since you're off now, just throw your service weapon over the passenger seat. Come back here. So you said you met a CI?
Yeah.
What, like a
confidential informant?
Yeah, but I mean that's what. What were you taking him?
These right here, brother. These are things that we put together. Little care packages for homeless or not. Well, people in need.
Oh, really?
Things like that. Yeah.
So why is your CI in Crawford County?
Well, got them in Crawford County. I've got CIs, and I got one in Sebastian County. Got Franklin, Pope, Johnson.
They just drive to Johnson to work, or what?
No. Just people that we get information from.
Oh, okay.
The sheriff had no clue that the FBI had been monitoring him, and they knew how he had gone into a residence and came out with some narcotics. Even the troopers on the scene weren't buying his fake story.
It's kind of weird.
Get information.
Well, it's kind of different. Most, I mean, I've worked narcotics a lot, you know. But
yeah.
I hear of people having CI and stuff, but I've never heard of them like a sheriff or a sheriff's department outside the county that works outside of Johnson County. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We do it, brother.
Do you?
You bet. You bet.
You do it as sheriff?
Of course.
Hands on.
Hands on, brother. That's the only way to go.
Yeah.
Hard charging.
Yeah.
You bet.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you just up here fixing to head back to Johnson County?
I'm gonna pull in here, buy a knife, and then head back home. Yep.
Yeah.
Got a parade at 5 and head back.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is one of my new guys, so just talk with him for just a second. We'll get you out of here safe. Hey, you don't have no more guns and like that on you?
Nope.
Okay, give me 1 second. All right, buddy.
It didn't make sense that a sheriff had to personally travel to another county just to pick up a few grams of narcotics. Shortly after, an FBI agent arrived, and things were about to get much worse for the sheriff.
There we are here.
Fine to be doing.
The FBI?
Okay.
Okay. You have any other weapons on you at all?
Nope. In the car.
No backup weapon anywhere?
Nope.
Stand here.
Hey, Sheriff, let me ask you this. You don't have nothing illegal in your car, do you? Nothing you're not supposed to have? No drugs?
There could be drugs in there.
There is
Most
drugs?
definitely, yep.
What kind of drugs?
There's some, my CI just gave me some things.
What's
just in
things?
passing, there's some little,
I don't know what things are.
there's some butter and,
like marijuana?
Yeah, and like a butter marijuana and 2 little buds that through the course going on, carrying on, talking to them.
Hey, go ahead and put your hands behind your back real quick, okay? This whole deal's odd to me, and so as of right now, I'm gonna go ahead and detain you, okay?
Seeing the FBI agent arrive, Stevens quickly admitted to having narcotics inside his car. As a result, he was promptly placed in handcuffs, and things were only about to get worse for him.
Because I've never heard of a sheriff not saying that what you're doing is wrong, but I can tell you this. I've been working narcotics for 7 years, okay? And I've never heard of a sheriff himself coming out. I'm not saying it don't happen, because it does happen, but not very often that comes out and works narcotics on his own and stuff like that, okay? So, and now that you said you've got some narcotics in your car, we're gonna search your car, okay?
Get up,
so,
get up.
Is this your personal car, or is this your...
No, this is a county-owned vehicle.
Okay. Does the court and all them, they allow you to take this out for personal use? And
I wouldn't quite call it personal use.
Let me ask you this, just, do you think, if you were in my position, would you think this is odd?
Trooper, based on
I'm talking outside of them being here. Look at me. Oh, you're talking
I'm
to me.
with you,
Okay.
I'm with you.
I'm asking you.
I'm going to go ahead and just invoke my rights, and I'm going to speak to attorney and see him under arrest. And you guys,
okay.
I'll be respectful and do whatever you need to do.
I understand.
Okay.
I'm going to let you have it right here, okay?
Sheriff Stevens knew his time was up and that he would soon be behind bars. Realizing this, he refused to answer any questions while the troopers searched his vehicle.
Door right there.
Okay.
Right there is what was described as opioid type pills.
And these?
No, those are just records.
Hey, since you told me where those are, you want to just tell me where the bud is?
Huh?
Since you told me where those are, you want to tell me where the bud is?
They're in the trunk.
Okay.
Put them in a plastic bag.
Okay.
A trash bag.
Okay. Huh?
Those are the 2 items I was bring.
Yeah. That's a lot of wax.
There's butter.
Butter, wax, still a lot.
An extensive search of his vehicle revealed marijuana, oxycodone, and hydrocodone inside. At this point, he was formally arrested and about to be taken to the police station.
You carry a lot of Narcan, don't you? Hey, I'm just gonna let you sit over here, okay? I'm gonna put you in my car. Going over there. You know, if the right to remain silent, anything said can be used against you in the court of law. You're the right attorney present for any question. You can't afford one to be appointed for no additional charge. You understand all that?
I do, sir.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Would you like to talk about anything we found in there so far?
No, I told you everything that was in there.
Well, I'm asking, do you want to talk about any of that?
No, there's an explanation for everything that's in there.
I'm asking you, would you like, if I ask you some questions, would you be willing to talk about it right now?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay.
I'm good. Thank you.
Yep.
Eventually, Stevens was charged with felony simultaneous possession of drugs and firearms, felony possession of a controlled substance, and a misdemeanor speeding count. He pled guilty to felony possession of hydrocodone and received a 6-year suspended sentence. He was also immediately removed from his position and forced to surrender his law enforcement certification. Next up, this crooked cop was taken to the cleaners by his honest supervisor.
If you fail to provide your documentation, you can be placed under arrest for obstruction.
You think so? And I don't need to show ID to do that?
You don't have to show ID right now, no sir.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a nice day, officer.
You too, sir. Have a
Hope you learned something today.
New Jersey police officer Frank Moschella showed a clear lack of understanding of the law when he tried to intimidate a man who was peacefully exercising his constitutional right to film in public.
You're working on a story for the township.
Well, about the township for me.
For you?
Yes.
What are you making, a documentary?
It's a news story.
News story?
Yeah.
You have ID?
I always have ID.
Okay, can you provide that?
No.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
I do, sir.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
And what law is that?
Well, it came in as a suspicious person. Anytime we investigate as to somebody calling in about suspicious, we need to at least identify who it is we spoke to. You're not in trouble in any way, shape, or form.
Okay, then I don't need to give ID.
Well, you do.
What law is that?
To know who you are.
What law is
if I'm
that?
investigating a crime. It's actually called obstruction if you fail to provide
Wrong.
documentation. No, sir,
Quote that statute. Quote obstruction. Apparently you don't.
Sir, look, I'm not looking.
I have to commit an unlawful act and prevent you from performing your unlawful duty to be in violation of obstruction.
Currently, right now.
So what's the unlawful act?
Right now, it came in as a suspicious person.
Okay, and what statute is suspicious?
Suspicion alone is not reasonable, articulable suspicion to detain someone and demand their ID. Officer Frank had no clue he was up against someone with a much better understanding of the law than him.
It has nothing to do with it.
Yes, it does. What's the law?
To determine what's going on. So
I'm taking pictures in public.
Who you are. You're telling me you're doing something.
Okay.
That's fine, but I need to verify who you are.
No, you don't.
So in the event that something turns into something, I at least can say, all right, I went out and I spoke with this person. You're making this more difficult than it needs to be.
No, you are. You can come out and say, good morning, sir, how you doing? Taking pictures, enjoying your First Amendment right to take pictures in public?
What was the first thing that I said to you today?
What are you doing?
I said, no. I said, how are you, sir?
Okay, how are you?
Did I not say that to you?
Yeah, you did.
So you just asked me what did I do, and I already told you what I said.
Okay.
I said, how are you? And I said, what are we doing? And you told me what you're doing. And I said,
that's
that's
it.
fine. And I explained to you why I need documentation from you, just to verify who you are.
Okay, but you don't need to verify who I am.
I unfortunately do. Yes.
No, I have the right to privacy in public.
You do, to a certain degree.
Yeah,
Okay.
and this is within that degree.
Yes.
Yes.
But again, if we're investigating it for suspicious because somebody called it in, it's not like we just...
It doesn't
came
matter
out
if somebody
here-
called it in.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so if you're outside on your property, mowing your lawn, and somebody says you're suspicious, and the police come by, you have to give them your ID?
To verify that you live there, yeah.
No, you don't.
Yes,
it's
you
your
do.
property.
The individual, later identified as Alex, was relentlessly challenging this tyrant who seemed to love the sound of his own voice more than the law itself.
Documentation, otherwise you are going to be placed under arrest for obstruction.
I do not have
Very,
identification
very
on me.
Well, so then you lied to me because when I first asked you if you had identification on you, you told me yes, I do.
Oh, I have fingerprints and retinas.
No, that's incorrect. I asked you, do you have documentation? Do you have identification? Okay, so who are you then? Because we're going to have to verify who you are.
I'm not going to answer any
And
questions.
here's the other problem. Now you lied to me, so now I have a concern as to whether you're being truthful and honest with me. Do you understand?
Okay, well, you're
If
not
I
being
find
truthful and
out-
honest with me because you haven't quoted the law yet that I'm required to show you
Sir,
ID.
I already explained to you what I need to
Supervisor.
do. If you fail to, there's actually a supervisor right there.
Okay.
Okay?
It didn't take long for a supervisor to arrive on the scene, and unfortunately for Frank, this would quickly turn into a law lesson for him.
Now, if I find out you're lying to me, now you could be charged with hindering.
Do we have a
which means
sergeant?
Giving failed documentation.
No.
You have
What's
two
going on,
sergeants,
sir?
right?
Two?
Sergeant
Okay.
Perez, what's going on?
So what is your name and what is your information?
I'm not answering any questions. Personal information.
Okay, well then you're going to be placed under arrest for obstruction.
And what
Okay,
law
like
is that,
sir?
Sergeant?
He doesn't need to explain it to you.
Well,
I
he
already
does
told you
actually.
that's what it
He
is.
actually does.
Frank, just hold on a second.
So let's find out.
Can I just ask you what you're doing here?
Yes, sir. I'm in public taking pictures of a public building, expressing my First Amendment right to freedom of press.
Okay.
I'm here to actually file a complaint.
Okay. You have
Against-
that right. You have all those rights. You just
Thank you. Well, he appears to tell me that I don't.
Now, just so you know, there are areas of this building that are posted.
Absolutely.
That are off limits.
Yep, like
All
the
right?
back of that parking lot there. It
So
says
you
restricted
obviously
area. Can't go back
enter
there.
Those areas or video those areas.
Absolutely.
Other than that, if you want to walk around with your camera, you can walk around with your camera.
And I don't need to show ID to do that.
You don't have to show ID right now. No, sir. All right, sir?
How's that?
Well, that's incorrect, actually, in that respect.
Oh, is it?
Okay.
Is it?
It's
So your
different than
sergeant's
what you
wrong.
explained.
Even after being thoroughly humbled by his sergeant, Officer Frank's arrogance remained intact. He had had the audacity to call his superior wrong. These crooked cops will do anything to avoid admitting their mistakes.
So your sergeant's wrong? So your sergeant's...
We're not going to get into an argument here. So we're all set,
Because
all right?
I was just threatened with arrest for not providing identification. It's a violation of Fourth Amendment.
All right, sir. But now we're clear on what's going on, right?
Is he?
Are we all clear?
Is he clear? Because I'm clear and you're clear.
Everybody here is clear, sir.
Very good, sir.
All right,
Thank
so
you.
Continue what you're doing.
I appreciate your
All
help.
right? You have a good day.
You too.
All right?
Thank you
We're
very
all
much.
clear, guys.
Thank you.
All right?
Have a nice day, officer.
You too, sir. Have a
Hope
great
you learned something today.
The supervisor immediately de-escalated the situation, allowing Alex to film and also went on to correct Officer Frank, who was having a tough time accepting his mistake.
Walk of shame.
This was indeed a classic walk of shame, and Alex really did have the last laugh. It turns out that sometimes it is the junior cops who are up against their bosses breaking the law.
Hello? Guess who I just pulled over? Who? Yarborough.
Really?
Yeah, the chief deputy.
On June 20th, 2023, a Henry County police officer pulled over a vehicle for going 96 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour zone. If this was not shocking enough, he was stunned to see who was inside.
Really?
License in the back.
Yeah.
It was none other than Henry County Police Chief himself, Michael Yarbrough. The officer had to do his duty and went over to write him a ticket. However, he couldn't let this opportunity go without informing his mate.
Hello? Guess who I just pulled over?
Who?
Yarborough.
Really?
Yeah, the chief deputy driving a Dodge Charger, a souped up Dodge Charger. It belongs to the sheriff's office. I just clocked this at 96 in a 35.
What was the issue? I mean, why is he speeding?
No reason. He's in an unmarked car. He just got a high horsepower car and decided he wanted to play.
It's your traffic stop. You do what you think you should do. I mean, I'm not telling you one way or the other. You do a 96 and a 35.
Okay. Well, you know I don't care for him, so I'm gonna ride his.
While speeding at that rate is dangerous, it is commendable that the chief never tried to use his authority to evade accountability.
Sir, here's your ID back. This is your copy of the citation. If you would sign right here. It's got a court date, time it must appear. Yes, sir. Please slow down and have a safe day.
Well, the roles were reversed here as this police chief got stopped and schooled by his own junior officers.
I'm the police chief in Zebra.
Well, nice to meet you, sir.
Matt Pope worked for me. Your chief worked for me.
Yes, sir.
Despite wearing a badge meant to uphold justice, some cops abuse their power in the most outrageous ways. But when they think they're untouchable, a higher authority steps in to bring them down. Today, we're diving into jaw-dropping cases where dirty cops got a taste of their own medicine. On August 26, 2022, officers stopped a car for having a registered tag and excessively dark window tint. However, what seemed to be a normal traffic stop took an unexpected turn as Zebulon police officer Jonathan Hemphill was behind the wheel. Before the officers could process the situation, Hemphill abruptly flung open the door and stormed out.
Say hello, was that illegal?
No, no, sir. The reason why we're stopping you is because it's a window tint violation.
I blinked my blue lights at you to let you know who I was.
Yes, sir. Well, we didn't know with it, that's not a government tag.
That is a unofficial tag. Okay. That tag's not even on file.
I see. Yeah. Well, we have to catch up the bill to run it and everything like that, sir. So
I won't blink my blue lights at you next time. I'll let you just sit there. I was just speaking. I'm the police chief in Zebra.
Well, nice to meet you, sir.
Matt Pope worked for me. Your chief worked for me.
Yes, sir. There's no need to get upset.
I'm upset because I spoke to you when I come by, and now you're pulling me
over.
Sir,
I've never met you a day in my life.
I understand that.
Why are you being hostile?
Easy. I don't have to talk to you.
Okay.
Easy. I'm not talking to you.
Why are you being hostile right now?
Are y'all gonna write me a ticket? Are you gonna write me a ticket?
Sir, we're just trying.
I'm the police chief in Zebulon. Do you want to write me a ticket?
Why are you coming up to me like that? I'm doing my job, right?
What are you stopping for?
I'm stopping for one. The window tint's dark. You flashed your blue lights. Okay, you know how many officers have blue lights?
Are you writing me a ticket? Yes or no?
Chief Hemphill immediately silenced the officer, establishing his dominance. And when a female officer stepped in, she didn't get any leniency, just more of his overbearing attitude.
Are you writing me a ticket? I'm fixing to leave.
Do you have your driver's license?
Sure, I have my driver's license.
Come on, Riley.
I'm fixing to make it a whole lot more. Your boss worked.
1111. I'm out here at Illinois.
Stand off me just like anybody else. Pulled over, okay? Thank you.
Development 1 Doctor Charles Black and Color. It's a machine construction company out of Losersville. Registration showed expired, valid insurance, -99.
Just confirming Bravo Frank Mike 1175 BFM 1175. Yeah, sir. As I was explaining.
I don't want anything else from you.
Okay.
You let her do her job.
The female cop refused to back down and stood her ground. However, the chief acted as though the rules were beneath him and was blinded by his authority.
Make sure you're recording.
Yeah. What?
She's about bringing your driver's license
All
back
right.
up.
That's fine.
Yeah. First when we ran the tag, it came back to like a Dodge Ram, so we're just confirming it's not. Yes, sir.
It's a ghost tag.
Yes, sir. We're making sure.
Anything back on that tag.
Yes, sir. Yeah. We're just.
You must have run it wrong. You must have run it wrong because you want to come back to a Dodge Ram.
We were confirmed it. They let us know and everything.
So it's still coming back to a Dodge Ram now?
Sir, can I ask why you're so upset?
Is it still coming back to a Dodge Ram now?
No, we got it fixed. Why are you so upset?
No, you didn't fix it. Is it still coming back to a Dodge Ram right now?
No, it came back 9 on 5.
That's right, because you run it wrong.
Sir.
Somebody run it wrong. Either you did or they did.
We're about to get the information.
Okay, I got your chief on the phone right now. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Can you calm down for us, please?
I appreciate your service. I appreciate your service.
All right.
I'm just saying, I spoke to you guys. I didn't have to do that. I could have eased on by y'all. I appreciate the job y'all out here doing.
Chief, I'm trying to be respectful with you.
I understand that. I understand.
I'm not raising my voice or nothing at you, right?
I understand.
All right, listen.
It is alarming how some high-ranking officers carry themselves as if they're beyond reproach. Even if there is a misunderstanding, would it really hurt to have a calm, professional discussion?
But I'm trying to tell you, the only thing I done wrong was spoke. Y'all never would have pulled me over if I hadn't flicked my blue lights.
No, sir. No, we were going to pull your actually. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm telling you straight up, okay?
Okay. All right.
But like I said, there's people out here impersonating police officer with blue lights.
Or you threw my license. She threw my license. If she is getting them for me,
she'll bring it to you, sir.
Okay, well that's fine.
I'm just trying to. I'm trying to talk with you.
I don't want to talk anymore about it.
All righty. Yes, very unprofessional.
After the video prompted an internal inquiry, the chief was fired for breaking corporate policies. He received an oral reprimand and was required to complete anger management and de-escalation training. This officer learned the hard way that the badge doesn't make you above the law. And the next one, let's just say that karma hit even harder.
I'm on your side, bro. We understand what you do, but you need to I'm a law enforcement. Okay.
On November 14th, 2020, Scottsdale police officers hurried to a club after hearing rumors of a furious confrontation between an individual and the security team. But what they walked into was far beyond a simple argument.
You need to go. They don't want you here, so you have to go. It's simple. If you don't want to be in trouble with us, just go. That's it.
Dude, I'm on your side.
They don't want you at the business, so you need to go.
I'm on your side.
I get that, but they don't want you here tonight, man.
You guys are brutal. Hey. I'm on your side, bro. We understand what you do, but you need to. I'm a law enforcement. Okay, you need to understand. Hey, you want to have a full conversation? Come here. What did he do? Huh? What did he do?
He's trying to fight everybody that walks by.
Right.
We kicked after you guys told us to kick us out. We kicked him out.
He ain't even fucking following no sense of business.
So we literally kicked him out, and then he's literally after you guys. They just stood up. He's like, "You guys want to fucking call him out? You gotta leave, bro."
An off-duty Roseville police officer, Scott Romo, was causing a scene after being kicked out of 2 bars earlier that evening. His behavior was escalating, and things were getting bizarre.
Dude, it's fucking Arizona. What the what am I getting on what? What am I?
They're taking you out.
What am I?
I'm just trying to keep you out of jail.
No.
You want to be a California cop and and you want to chest bump us? You can go ahead and do that. And guess where you're going to end up? In my fucking jail.
Yeah, I want to know where.
You can either calm down and go home.
No, I want to. What am I doing wrong?
You're too intoxicated. You're trying to pick fights with people. Every club has asked you to leave.
On what club?
Every club you've gone to.
On what? What am I doing?
I've removed you twice from 2 different clubs. Do you not understand that?
What am I 602?
I don't know what that is. That's California code. I don't know what that is.
602 resident?
I don't know what that is.
What am I trespassing?
Despite being heavily drunk, Romo stubbornly resisted arrest, insisting that he was one of them. However, the officers were unmoved, shutting down his claims without hesitation.
This place kicked you out.
On what?
Whiskey Road kicks you out.
Regimen?
You're not even hearing me. I'm trying to keep you from going to jail.
I'm understanding. What am I on?
You're not understanding anything, my man.
I'm trying to.
But you're not.
What are they
What is the hard part about just going home so you don't get into trouble?
No, I'm trying to understand. What are they kicking me out for?
You're too intoxicated. In the state of Arizona. Listen to me for 1 second. Get it through your head right here, okay? You've had too much to drink and you're not processing anything anymore. Arizona law requires that if a bar realizes you're too intoxicated, they must remove you within 30 minutes.
On their own.
You've been removed. There's no drunken public law. We don't have that here in the state of Arizona. They're kicking you out because you're inside their establishment too intoxicated. That's a state law. They're removing you. They're obligated by law to remove you from the premises.
Asking you.
No.
I'm in fucking Arizona.
Yes, you are.
I'm not used to Arizona.
That's what I explained to you multiple times.
The officer's behavior was a complete embarrassment to his department. As soon as the other officers approached the bystanders for their statements, they all weighed in against him.
Hey, when he was at the front, they said that he was knocking your hand away trying to get in and stuff?
Yeah, he kept getting like, and I was like, hey, just take a step back without a mask.
Was he hitting your hand away?
Yeah, he kept doing that. I was like,
how many times did you say he was knocking your hand away off you?
10, 15.
You saw it? 10, 15 times?
I was just like this. I was
completely just being...
Yeah, right here, bro, the whole time.
He got like, really this close to me, and I was like, hey, it's a little personal space, bro, and he just kept pushing, and I was like, alright, hold on.
You want to be a victim?
Sure.
The cops quickly made the right decision after observing the man's terrible condition and the public's concerns.
Chance, run it back. You're too intoxicated to understand what I'm even telling you.
I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go home.
Oh, now you're gonna go home? You just said you didn't want to go home. Now you want to go home? Now you want to go home.
Let's sit him down.
Dude, I have a law enforcement ID.
You, sir, are a disrespect to our profession this evening. If you say it one more time, I'm going to hold you in custody and make you tell the judge in the morning that you have a law enforcement ID. You're a disgrace right now. So you need to shut your damn mouth before I call your supervisor, and we go from there, and you don't lose your job in California while you're visiting Arizona.
I don't understand.
So you close your mouth and let us do our job now, because you can't make adult decisions.
What's your job?
My job is to take you to jail now, because you can't be an adult. Have a seat. Have a seat.
Okay.
Have a seat. Sit down.
Hold on.
The humiliated officer had many opportunities to leave, but he chose to stay, putting himself in a position where his downfall was only going to become worse.
Swatting the hand of the security guards away in line, trying to grab us.
We've already asked them to go home tonight. So if you got a victim and you got someone that articulates it, he's already been kicked out of Whiskey Road.
Come on, bro.
Service. I don't
Are you serious?
Sometimes you got to.
I have a
It's
ID.
And got the protocol. There's a protocol for this.
I'm not trying to hurt you.
No, man. The issue
I have a fucking ID.
We've given you so many chances. We already talked. Do you know that you already talked to us tonight? Do you know that?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I understand.
How long ago was that? Minutes ago we talked to you.
Yeah.
How about a couple hours ago when you refused service into another bar and we told you to go home? Just go home. It's time to go home. You can't get into any more bars. Your buddies asked you to leave and you would not leave, and you walked off on your own and they left you.
But it's a bar.
That's what you're not getting.
Bro, I'm under arrest. Bro, bar feud, when I told you.
Told me what? You're so intoxicated, nothing's sinking in.
Bro, you're seriously gonna put me in this position?
No, you put yourself in this position.
No.
Yeah, bro. See, this is the other part that's a disgrace to our profession that you're not catching.
Romo is in such terrible shape that even his own friends abandoned him at the bar. This alone speaks volumes about how terrible his state must have been.
Even your friends. Where is your bachelor party?
It's in fucking Phoenix.
You're by yourself, bro. They left you. Do you understand that? They left you.
Come on, dude.
All right, my man.
Yeah, I'm just one fucking average Joe that fucking gets caught.
Lord, do you need anything?
No, we're gonna try to. Let's grab his wallet from him.
My wallet's in my back right pocket.
Are you out here for a bachelor party?
Can I ask what you guys are gonna?
You're being arrested for assault and disorderly conduct.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not kidding you, sir. I have 5 people that provided me the exact same statement about you trying to physically assault them and then watch you physically assault the bouncer by swatting his hand away. They noted at least 10 times.
Bro.
The security guard noted at least 15 times.
Romo's apparent arrogance during the interaction was also deeply concerning. Witnessing a law enforcement officer acting as if the rules don't apply to him is unsettling.
You're being charged with assault and disorderly conduct. Disorderly conduct as in 415 or?
Correct, 415.
A?
415A? Maybe just 415.
Can I get in my personal or no? I can't see you, I'm sorry.
What do you need, man?
Green light. I can't see you.
Hang on, man. I'm trying to figure out what's going on, man.
I'm a cop, you know that?
Where are you a cop at?
You know that? You don't care. You don't care, do you? Because you're sworn in. I get it. I 100% get it, bro. I understand. I'm not.
Here's the deal, though. I'm going to
tell you the truth.
My advice to you is just sit down, be quiet.
Totally. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay. But I'm also trying to understand the charge. And I'm also trying to understand.
We could charge you with disorderly conduct.
They didn't tell me the charge, though, sir.
Okay.
They didn't tell me the charge.
I'm telling it to you right now.
I appreciate you telling me.
Disorderly conduct and assault.
Okay. I appreciate you
choosing to
telling
just
me.
go with disorderly conduct because we charge you with assault. You're probably going to get terminated.
Okay.
I understand that.
With some solid evidence in hand, Romo's time was up, so the officer seized him and took him to the police cruiser.
We're going to get you, hey man, put one leg in. Okay. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Where's your point out good? Just right here. No, I'm good with that. Where you at? Just on the side right here.
Yeah, I mean, with everybody coming in.
So you're taking me in? What are you booking me for? 647F?
Yes.
Is that going on record?
Is what going on what record?
647F.
Sure.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Yeah, man.
647F is going on my record.
Spread your feet.
I can't walk?
No, you're done walking. You need to spread your feet. You have any needles?
I don't have nothing, bro.
The police then searched him carefully, making sure that nothing was overlooked before putting him in the vehicle.
Alright. Drew, you know the deal, okay, man? Is there anything?
Know the deal,
okay,
I can't be fucking chilling out, bro.
Is there anything on your persons that we missed during this search?
No, I have zero.
Alright, we have to give everyone the same warning that goes into our cop car and into our jail. If there's anything on your person that you know that we missed, that's in your underwear, socks, shoes, or boots, and you knowingly take it into the police car or into our facility, it's a felony offense in the state of Arizona.
Zero thing.
Put your head.
After some time, Romo was brought to the police station and locked in a cell. When it seemed like the chaos had settled, he made a move that no one saw coming.
Where are you going?
Get the jail. Hunter. What's up, man?
I can't fucking breathe anymore.
Okay.
You're like a fucking prisoner.
Well, sir, at this current time, you are in a jail facility, and the correct term probably would be prisoner. However, we're trying to get you released, but you're not showing any signs of sobering up that allows us to believe that you can go out and act accordingly in society. From what I understand, you're dialing 911. You're continuously.
I can't breathe, sir.
You're continuously banging on the jail cell doors.
Because I can't breathe. I have anxiety.
I completely understand the anxiety part.
I am sobering up. What do you want me to do?
Romo repeatedly banged on the jail door and dialed 911 multiple times without a valid reason, causing a disturbance. Romo was unresponsive and could not understand what was being said when an officer came in to de-escalate the situation.
To call Lieutenant Scott Blinn, and I will provide you his phone number.
I know Blinn's phone.
Okay, and you are ordered to call him immediately upon your release to report your actions. Do you have any questions about that directive?
But I can't breathe in here.
Okay, I'm not sure what other thing that I can offer for you.
I feel like a fucking animal in here. And this ain't right.
You've arrested
cop to cop.
You've arrested people, right?
I have.
And they end up in a jail, right?
I have.
So you were arrested. So you end up in a jail. There's nothing we can do special for you because of your situation. No.
Romo's entitlement was now hitting some new heights. He was genuinely stunned that for once he was being held accountable for his actions. However, he was unaware that his resistance was making things more difficult for him.
You said he called 911? Alright, my man, you gotta help us out too, being a police officer.
What do I need to do?
Not call 911.
I'm calling 911 because I can't breathe.
Okay, do you remember the...
No one's answering my call.
Sure.
You guys are treating me like a fucking prisoner, which I get, but you gotta give me something.
Yeah, but how's you alone?
Drew.
Dude, I can't breathe.
Drew, do you remember prior to the George Floyd incident that we got in the habit of saying, if you can talk, you can breathe? Do you remember that? The sooner that you're gonna get out of here. I have to report back to your lieutenant this evening, and now I got to report back this behavior furthermore.
What's the behavior?
So you've been nothing but disruptive in the jail facility this evening.
I can't breathe.
Okay, sir. I'm done. Do you have any questions for me besides
I do.
the fact
I'm asking, how do I get out of this?
He just told you.
If you want to intro it, it's Lieutenant Blynn, B-L-Y-N-N.
Lieutenant Blynn, this is Romo.
The Rosedale Police Department fired Officer Romo 4 days after he was charged with violence and disorderly conduct. He appeared in court in March of 2021 and entered a guilty plea to disorderly conduct. He also faced a $650 fine, but the assault charge was dropped as part of the plea deal. Moving on, here is another instance when a corrupt cop was stopped in his tracks for making a wrong move.
There's my bag in the trunk. I used to be a police, so I'm just asking why everybody's been asked for their ID. If you stop.
In May 2019, some individuals were traveling when a police officer pulled them over for speeding. The worrying factor, however, was that the cop did not have a speed meter and claimed to have visually estimated the speed.
Hello guys, how you doing today?
Good. How you doing?
Good, good, good. Do you want me to stop you today?
No.
The speed limit on Kaylee's 30 miles an hour.
So, you stopped me? I was speeding?
Yes, sir.
When you were coming toward me?
No, sir. I got behind you and pace clocked you at 40 miles an hour.
No, I'm asking because when you were coming toward me, you had shined your light in my face. You were.
Yeah, I visually estimated your speed. That's why I turned around and got behind you and confirmed my visual estimate with the pace clock in my vehicle. Do you have your driver's license?
Yeah, I do. Can you give me my bag back there?
Are there any weapons or anything in the car?
No.
Are you good to get your bags?
No.
I'm not saying it's against the law to have weapons. I just want to know about
No,
that.
no, I don't have a weapon.
Okay. Where are you guys going tonight? Any place fun?
We're dropping off some stuff at one of the local clubs.
Oh, okay.
The officer tried to intimidate the individual sitting in the car, but he had no clue. The guy sitting in the front was himself a former cop who was about to school him.
Yeah, we just like to know who we're out with.
If it's just for speeding, that's why I'm trying to see what's going on.
Like I said, we just like to know who we're out with.
Okay, is there something going on in the area?
Not that I'm aware of anything particular, no.
Okay. Okay. Because when you were coming toward me, I saw the light. It kind of blinded me, and I thought something was wrong because I saw the light flashing in my face.
Well, like I said, I visually estimated your speed. And at that point, I looked to see who was driving. Because let's just say, you know, a car runs from me or whatever, I want to be able to identify the driver. And I got behind you and pace clocked you. And that's why I'm stopping you today.
Okay. All right.
Where was your ID, partner?
It's in my bag in the trunk.
In your bag in the trunk?
Yeah.
Okay.
The former cop stood his ground, defending himself and his friends. The officer's demeanor shifted instantly when he realized that he was dealing with someone who knew the law just as well, if not better, than he did.
Where were you a police officer?
St. Louis in the city of Atlanta.
St. Louis, Missouri? And then again in Atlanta?
Yeah, I moved. I transferred because I got tired of being in St. Louis. And
what do you mean you transferred?
I transferred. They were paying more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was making like $38,000, and Atlanta was paying like $45.
Did they take like laterals, like did
yes.
they give you time for your?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What did you do about getting a certificate out of Georgia?
After I resigned, I didn't think about doing it anymore.
No, I mean like how did you carry over your certificate?
Oh, well, doing the ladder program, they just did the accreditation from St. Louis Police Academy because you get the same credits as you do with them. So.
There was no reason to make this stop as the officer was initially coming from the other side of the road and even tried to shine his light onto the coming car. However, after talking to the former cop, his intimidation tactics fell apart instantly.
Training kind of thing?
Yeah, I only did like 8 8 weeks.
Okay,
And then-
that's what I was asking. I didn't know if they like honored it or whatever. I wasn't sure how that worked.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who's that from? So how long were you total?
St. Louis is about 4.5 years.
And what's your birthday?
Atlanta was about 4.
Okay. What were your assignments?
I did some intern in car theft.
Okay.
And I did a little bit of homicide, but mostly I just a beat cop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was just curious.
Oh, no problem, no problem.
Just sit tight, guys. As long as your licenses come back and valid and stuff.
Okay.
No tickets tonight. I don't really like enjoy writing tickets or anything.
I understand. I appreciate it.
Just one of those things.
Okay.
Finally, the officer decided to let them off with a verbal warning, and the former cop had some strong words for the officer.
Hey guys.
Yep.
You. 22. Thank you. Here's yours. If you would pass this to the driver. We're just going to let you off with a verbal warning.
Okay.
Appreciate everything you guys have done, being cooperative with us. Be safe tonight, okay?
I appreciate it.
Take care.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Good night.
Y'all good? Get better directions, because you suck at them right now. You got me like going all over the place. But that was a traffic stop.
It is unsettling to think about how differently this situation could have played out if the victim hadn't been a police officer himself. Well, now that brings us to the end of this video. Today we witnessed some shocking cases of corrupt cops who thought they were above the law until they were put in their place by higher authorities. No one is above justice, and those who abuse their power must be held accountable. If you agree with me, please support us by liking this video. And if you thought this video was shocking, wait until you see how this evil woman murdered her husband for millions.
I wish I was there. I wish